Using herbs and spices instead of salt is a basic part of the Mediterranean diet. Hi, I'm Leanne here at Kroger, and with that in mind, take a look at these fabulous dishes. This is Mediterranean pasta. You can find this recipe right here on the website, and these are Mediterranean meatballs. These are fragrant and bursting with flavor. So let's start by preparing those. I've got a pound of ground beef. Now you could also use some ground pork or some sausage, and to that I'll add in breadcrumbs. And then I'll add in some of this Gourmet Garden fresh basil, about a tablespoon. Now this is not something that you really have to measure out, and I just love this because it's like 3 bunches of fresh basil inside this, and you can toss it back in your freezer and it can stay in there for about 3 months, and there's no chopping and there's no mess. Now I'll also add in some of this Mediterranean herb and spice blend. This has fresh basil, oregano, garlic, bell pepper, and olive oil. Some great flavors. And how simple is this just to add into my meatball mixture? Then I'll mix it up. You know, again, if you've got a great recipe for your own meatballs, then go ahead and use these Gourmet Garden spices to add into your meatballs. And of course, herbs and spices are a great way to flavor without salt, which is part of the Mediterranean diet. So I'll just go ahead and make up these meatballs. You know, you could even use ground turkey if you wanted. And of course, make the meatballs whatever size you like. All right, now that my meatballs are made, let's start making the sauce. And I've got some olive oil heating up in this pan. I'll add in some onion, about a cup, and some Gourmet Garden garlic. I love this. I have to say, this must be my favorite tube. This has 23 cloves of garlic in it. No mashing, no chopping, no fingers smelling like it. I'm gonna add in kind of a hefty tablespoon, and I'll let that saute for about 5 minutes. So to my onions now, I'm gonna add in some more of this Mediterranean herb and spice blend, just to add even more flavor. And I'll give that a mix. And then I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay, and a 28-ounce can of chopped tomatoes that are drained. So I'll add that in, and then I'll let that come to a boil. Okay, now that this is boiling, we'll go ahead and add in our meatballs. Wow, doesn't this look good? And the garlic just smells heavenly. And I'll put the lid on and let those cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. I prepared some spaghetti to put my meatballs on. Of course, you could make whatever pasta you want. And let's take a look here. Looks fabulous. And I love that the flavor of the sauce cooked with the meatballs. I'll go ahead and plate some of this up on top of this spaghetti. Wow, it just looks fabulous. I'm Leanne, and I hope you try this recipe at home.